I can tell you a story. When I was a young kid growing up and in the closet, there was an organization called Bienestar that helped me with services to counsel me to come out of the closet. And, sometimes those services are a matter of life and death.
So many of us are stuck in a deep cycle of isolation. In our neighborhoods, our homes, the communities we're a part of.
The perspective of the general population was that if you're an LGBT person, you're a person to be feared. We could not go to funders and foundations to say, hey, we're LGBTQ.
The world in general is facing so much, and many funders have been sort of switching from one hot topic to another. And one of the things that has been really helpful from the Horizons Foundation is their consistent support of LGBTQ work.
Horizons Foundation is the first community foundation by, for, and about LGBTQ people. We're located in San Francisco, and we serve all 9 counties in the San Francisco Bay Area. We know that there are folks in our community that are struggling more than others. This includes refugees and asylees, immigrants, elders, youth, bisexuals, transgender individuals, and people of color.
We have various programs like Caring for Our Partners that help connect those seniors with someone to help them, because a lot of seniors were very isolated during the pandemic.
When we talk to our members, we find that so many of our folks are encountering violence every day in their neighborhoods, in their homes, and folks don't have any of the healing resources that they need to really grow, heal, and transform from the trauma so many of us are experiencing.
But of course, having ideas and ideals is not enough. You have to have the funding behind it. And I think Horizons, because it is out of the LGBT community, is doing that for us.
We do this in a number of ways. Our flagship program is the Community Issues Program, which is our grant-making program. We also have a donor-advised fund in which we encourage and inspire philanthropy among our donors, and we're able to really highlight organizations that need their support. And finally, we have an endowment. So our endowment serves to address issues that our community is facing at the time.
Horizons Foundation has been there for Somos Familia almost since the very beginning, before we had any staff, and we were trying to just get stories out there that there were accepting Latinx families that loved and cared for their LGBTQ plus children.
It builds long-term relationships with general operating support so that organizations can choose the projects that are most urgent, most pressing, and strategic for our own communities. And Horizons will often, as it's done year after year during the pandemic, provide rapid response support at the same time to respond to urgent needs that COVID brings up. I'm dreaming of a world where our belonging is reflected back to us every single day.
My hope for the future for the LGBTQ community is to make sure that we have services all across the board to help every person that relates to an acronym in this community.
There's only one way forward, right? The only way forward is really to be united and continue to do this work and to fight against those that don't love and accept us.
We live in a generous country, but unfortunately, LGBTQ folks, transgender individuals, the funding that comes our way is still very nominal. So we have a real opportunity here to shift the way in which philanthropy is working so that we can put more money into our community and really support the folks that need it.